Okay guys, this is the first video now where we will actually start circling the tank around different objects, and this is the first object right here where we are going to start to circling the tank around. Now I want to remind you, make sure that you watch video number 1, and here I just want to show you that I have unlimited health, by the way. You see, I also give myself unlimited health because a lot of times also things happen which you will see here. You will see how sometimes the tank can throw a rock and he will be able to get you from the sides. And the reason I'm giving myself unlimited health just so that you can see the mistakes that I fall into, so that you do not fall into when you are circling the tank around the different objects. So now the first thing I want to do here is that I want to spawn the tank, and you can see here the cheat on the screen. And now of course I want to show the difficulty. It's always a good idea to make the difficulty to the maximum, expert, because you know, it will give the tank a much more health, which means you will be able to circle him for longer time. Now guys, please don't forget to watch video number 1, because it will explain to you a lot of stuff that like about the cheats and the stuff that I used to create this. Otherwise this will not work. You cannot just go in and create a cheat and start respawning the tank. So make sure you watch video number 1. Okay guys, you saw here how the tank, when the tank throw a rock at you, make sure you are behind the tree as I did. If you can go back again and you see the tank start throwing rock, make sure you go behind the tree so that he doesn't hit you. There is another way to avoid this, but I will show it in a different video, not this one. When the tank come to you from the left side, you run to the right side, and when the tank come to you from the right side, you just keep running to the left side. And also notice the tank is not jumping on the grass and try to get you. He's not doing that, and that's why you will be able to circle him around these two objects. Now if the tank was able to get on top of these two, I don't know what you call them, the grass, and then come to you, you know, the shortcut, take the shortcut, and instead of having to go around the object, of course this will not work. Now here he's throwing rock again, so right now I make sure that I am behind the tree so that he doesn't hit me with the rock. You should also expect Valve to fix this in the future. You remember, just like the glitch, the plane glitch, where almost everyone knows about the plane glitch and everyone is you know, bypassing it, and then after Valve knowed about it, you know, they fixed that glitch. So if this something became very famous, like in the future, you know, circling the tank around something like this, you know, sometimes it doesn't make any sense, because I know the tank can jump on top of walls and stuff, so how come he cannot jump on top of something small like here? Now here guys, let me repeat this again, what happened here. Okay guys, here I'm repeating this in slow motion. This time the tank throw a rock from the side. You know, there are two ways the tank will throw a rock. Either he will throw it from the top of his head, or he will throw it from the side. When the tank throw the rock from the side, it's gonna come to you usually from the left, to your left. So something like that, you should move a little bit to the right so that you can avoid the rock. Notice how the rock came to me from the left side. It didn't come from the front. Now if it came from the front like earlier, I would just sit behind the tree and it will work. But this time I had to move a little bit to the right side in order to avoid it. So make sure whenever tank throw a rock from his sides, make sure you move a little bit to the right, because it will hit you from the side. Now the tank is throwing rock from the front, so all I have to do is sit behind the tree right away and just face him directly. Make sure that you are facing the tank directly and just stay behind the tree. And this is of course different than when he throw it from the side. When he throw it from the side, if you stay directly facing him, it will still hit you. That's why you have to move a little bit to the right side. And again, you know, it's repetitive. All you have to do, again, tank is coming to you from the right, go to the left. He's coming to you from the left, go to the right. And also remember, you are faster than the tank. Left 4 Dead 2, they slowed the tank a little bit. I noticed that they slow him a little bit in the past couple of months. Which is actually better, because it's really more fun to play with him when he's a little bit slower than you are. He's not of course too slow, but he's just a little bit slower than you are. So this will give you, you know, the chance to keep circle him around objects like this easily. But if he was faster than you are, it will be too difficult to do this. I wouldn't do this if he was faster. So that's why it's a good thing that he is slower than you are. So keep this in mind, since he is slower. Now you see he's throwing the rock again from the left side. Let me repeat this again in slow motion. Now here the tank is about to throw a rock from the side. Now I cannot just stand behind the tree and face him face to face as I do when he throw a rock from the top. because it will come to me from the side and hit me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to move a little bit to the right side. You can see here I'm seeing him. I'm facing him face to face, and there is no tree in front of me. But at least the rock, you can see here, the rock is going to hit the tree instead of hitting me. Now if I just stay behind the tree and I face him face to face, as I do when he throw a rock from the top of his head, he's going to throw a rock from the side, and then it will hit me from the left side. So make sure you do not do this when he throw a rock from the left side. That's why I give myself unlimited health, because I don't want to repeat the whole level again, just because the tank got me, so I wanted to show you how you will defend yourself when the tank throw a rock from the left and when the tank throw a rock from the top of his head. And now back again to the same, boring story. Just keep going to the right when he go to the left, and keep going to the left when he go to the right. Also guys, before you start circling the tank around any object, I recommend that you first circle yourself around the object before you even respawn the tank. This way you will get used to the object itself. Like for example, when I'm searching myself around the object, most of the time I do not look at the object itself, because I already memorized how I can circle myself around it without having to look at it. This will make it much easier for you, because when you are circling the tank, most of the time you will be looking at the tank himself, because remember, you need to keep looking at him, because you want to turn left when he come from your right, and you need to turn right when he come from your left. And you also need to avoid his rocks, so it will be very difficult to do all of this and at the same time keep looking in front of you in order to see where are you. So make sure you circle yourself first around the object by yourself, so that you can get used to it before you can do it with the tank. That's it for this video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And please don't forget to rate the video, and you can also see here my channel. This is the link for my channel. You can always comment for more videos. And guys, you can also see the difficulty in the bottom. I always give the difficulty like easy, medium or hard. This is just to give you an idea of how difficult the area is. Not very important, but it's also good to know how difficult the area is before you try it out.